Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, let me know. Tasha. Okay, good. This is the first time I am using this StreamYard. So it's going to be an experience for us. I am streaming on YouTube and in my Facebook group, the Accountability Goddess. So if you are in the Facebook group, hey, Amy, if you're in the Facebook group, okay, I can see it now. So it just comes up as Facebook user. Okay, that's awesome. Why do I have to? Okay, so like I said, this is new to me. I'm going to be playing around. There's like things here that, oh, see, I can highlight people's comments. Oh, I see. Okay. So I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the new moon in Virgo. How have you guys been doing? Have you been experiencing a lot of anxiety, stress, chaos? I know things that I thought I healed and worked on really been coming up. So, yes, there's still more work to do. Mercury's retrograde should be ending soon. Honestly, I've been working. Amy's got anxiety. I have been working to change a lot of things within my business, which is why, okay, first, before we do anything, I want you guys to know, because the internet is not my friend, if for whatever reason the internet goes out, I don't know if StreamYard will let me restream in the same link, because on YouTube, you got to create a new link, blah, blah, blah. So if for whatever reason the internet does go out, I will do my best to come back on. If not, I will continue to record it, and then I will post it in the group and on YouTube, because lately the internet is just not nice. So a lot of people have been anxious, a lot of anxiety. Yeah, and there's a way. I did make a video today, which will be uh, it'll be posted up on YouTube in the next couple of days on how to work with this anxious energy. It's not really anxiety, guys. It's really the intense energies that are coming into the planet and into our energetic field. So there's a way we can use it and manifest with it and control it. So I'm excited about that video, and I would love your feedback and let me know how it worked for you guys. So there's so much going on. So I know a lot of you have been following and seeing that I have like this big announcement to make. Thanks for being here, guys. I'm really excited. I haven't been in my Facebook group doing lives since about 2 years ago. YouTube gave me the boot for whatever reason, which is why I ended up on YouTube. But I miss doing live videos in the group. I really, really do. So a lot of changes are going on. I've created a couple of coaching programs. I'm not going to get into it now. I will be doing videos and actually sharing little tools and exercises with everyone in the group, on YouTube, in Patreon. There's that. There's Patreon. I'm revamping into more of coaching. And I know we had the Reiki meditation circle, so I am not on Zoom because Zoom changed their terms of services. And I will not pay them to spy on us, on me, and anybody in my meeting. Hey, Maya. So I'm not using Zoom. I am using WebEx, which is a compatible platform. I'm really excited about it. So I will be doing the Reiki meditations again, like we used to, where it's just like Zoom, so we can all interact and see each other. So I was kind of thinking like maybe we could do pajama party, Reiki meditation, or something fun. Something fun so we can all interact again. Trying to think what else. There's so many things I wanted to tell you guys because so much shit has been going on. Yeah, we'll just do it as it comes along. So let's Palo Santo. Let me get out my fire blaster. And I did cleanse the space already, but I want to send you guys some Palo Santo. So tonight's new moon is in Virgo, and Virgo is an earth sign. So we've been going through a lot of shit. There are a lot of planets in retrograde. A lot of old shit that we thought we healed is coming up. A lot of ancestral, generational stuff. Oh God, I work with the coach, and my internet went out, and she has Starlink. And when my internet went on, we literally broke the internet because Starlink literally crashed. And it was like 3.5 hours. We were doing some intense healing together. And I do feel so much better. I'm much more motivated and excited, where I've been in such a funk for longer than I really wanted to be. And I know there are a lot of you that are in this funk as well. So with this moon, the energy is shifting. This is a great moon to, just like any other new moon, to plant seeds, start something new. But especially with this moon, because it is the gateway to the equinox, the autumn equinox, which I am so excited for fall, except here in Florida, the heat index is still like 100 and whatever, and it's really annoying. So I'm excited for you guys who are starting to see fall, or the weather is getting a little crisp, at least at night. Just know that I am melting here in Florida. So feel bad for me. Okay. All right. So if you are new to the circles, I want to welcome you. My name is Anne Marie, and every new and full moon, we do circles. I usually do a meditation after the readings, but then the videos go really long, like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So I'm going to be breaking them up. I'm going to be doing meditation videos separately. So the circles, we will be talking about energy updates. We're going to do group reading. I'm going to show you 3 cards. You choose the card you're drawn to, and hopefully that is the message you need to hear. All 3 decks are going to resonate with each other, and they'll probably resonate with you. But the deck you choose is probably that hidden or change of perspective that you need to kind of change your way of thinking, change the way you see the world, and actually heal. So that's the intention for tonight. There is like so much stuff. I feel like all this energy in my head, so many things that are going on that I want to share with you guys. And I don't want, I don't, especially if you're anxious, I don't want to add to your anxiety. Okay, but there are ways to use this powerful energy to create our life by design and not default. So hang in there if you're feeling a lot of anxiety. There are ways to work with it to create what you want. Just right now, the greatest advice I can give you is allow yourself to feel where this anxiety is coming from. Just feel it, observe it, don't judge it, don't justify it, don't create a story about it. And if you just sit with it and allow it to be and allow it to just come up, you're going to see it will transmute itself, and it's not really anxiety. It is your own powerful, energetic field that you're beginning to feel. We are all becoming very, very sensitive to energy. So if you're not used to it, it would feel like anxiety. So just know that your anxiety is really not anxiety. It's just the sensitivity to the intense energies, and you will get used to it. You will get used to it. You will learn, because we all have an inner healer, and our higher self knows how to work with this stuff. You will learn how to, what's the word? Can't think of the word. Not handle it, but work with it. And I can't think of the word, but you know what I mean. My mind is all over the place. Been having crazy dreams. How about you guys? Have you been having crazy dreams also? Just insane dreams, crazy, like video game. I'm in a video game, just weird shit. So tonight's reading, the theme of tonight's reading is knowledge and victory. And this is, sorry guys, exactly the energy that we're in. So the knowledge, this is coming from observing what we're feeling, allowing ourselves to heal. There's nothing you need to do except just allow stuff to come up. Don't suppress it anymore. The more you try to suppress it, the more uncomfortable it's going to be. Trust me, I've been through this. Just allow it to come up. Journal it if you have to. Oh, that's very interesting, Shelley. There's definitely some kind of something going on there, since it's from a long time ago. There is maybe some kind of forgiveness, some kind of belief that you created from these people. Just journal it. Ask yourself. This is what I've been doing, asking myself a gazillion questions and just journaling it. Like one of my famous questions that I ask myself every day: what is keeping me stuck? What is blocking me? What is standing in my way? What is making me afraid? Why are these people coming up in my life? What is it that I'm not seeing? Tom's been having lots of bad nightmares. So the nightmares could be a variety of things. Depending on how sensitive you are, it could be psychic attack, or it could also represent your deepest, darkest fears that you're afraid to face head on. So what I would do is not be afraid of the nightmares. I know nightmares suck. I know they do. But observe them. Ask yourself, what are these nightmares representing? Like the people in them, the experience in them. There's something that's representing something you're afraid of. So the universe is kind of telling you, face your fear. Face it. There's nothing to fear. No one can take your power. No one can harm you. No one can do anything to you without your permission. Know that. Know that. All you have to say is no. It's literally that easy, whether it's psychic attack or some kind of weird ass dream that you're aware that something's just not right. You can just say no, not happening, go away. You're not allowed to attach to me, follow me, be in this dream, whatever it is. And it can't. Nothing can take away your free will. Nothing. So it's time for all of us to take our power back. And this is how we're learning. We're learning to work through past hurts, past beliefs, pains, like Shelly, for instance, whatever that is that might be coming up. Tom, whatever fear that you're not facing. We're all in something like that right now. Like I said, my own coach is going through the same thing. You know, we're all going through it, and we all have the tools and the wisdom. This is the knowledge, but the wisdom to overcome it, to work through it, and to transmute it. The other card, victory, that's where we're headed, even though it feels like a shit show. And it is a shit show. It is. But we don't know what needs to change unless it brings us pain, right? So we don't know what we want our legacy to be until we realize what we're really creating in our life by observing what is in our life, the people, the environment, how you even feel about where you are in your life right now. So, law of polarity, where there's shit, there's a blessing. So just know that no matter what you're going through right now, there is light at the end. There is the victory. There is the main reason you came here. Your goal, your purpose. It's here. You're in it. So it's time to recognize it and face the fear and not give in to the fear, because fear is what disempowers us, and there is nothing to be afraid of. Nothing. Okay, so I'm going to show you 3 cards. Pick the card that you're drawn to. And actually, I have the banners here. I'm going to try playing around with the little thingies that come up on the screen. I know this platform does a lot of cool shit. I still have to learn it, so I took a crash course. Okay, this is deck number 1. If you are drawn to this card, you are deck number 1. This is deck number 2. If you are drawn to this card, you are deck number 2. And this is deck number 3. If you are drawn to this card, you are deck number 3. Let me know in the comments what deck you picked. I'm going to repeat them again. So deck number 1. And deck number 2. And deck number 3. Okay. Wow, a lot of people picking 1. Amy thinks 1. Okay, so far 1 and 3. So let me just move this over here. This. Now, what I'm going to do is I have this thing on the bottom to show what deck I'm doing, because I need to timestamp it. So when I go back into YouTube, I will be able to timestamp it because I can see the little ticker at the bottom. So if you chose this card, intuition number 27, which is also 9, because 7 and 2 is 9, and 9 is completion. Okay, right off the bat, deck number 1. I feel like that you have been communicating with other dimensions, whether you're aware of it or not. That's just the feeling I'm getting from this card. To me, it looks like a galactical family. Also, I'm feeling something with the throat. I didn't see what chakra cards came up yet, but I'm feeling something with the throat. So either I don't feel like you're not speaking up. It's the opposite. I feel like you're learning to speak up. You're learning to express yourself. Okay, here's the throat. Honesty. See? Now we're going into your chakra cards. So we have the throat. Whoops. The sacral chakra, the root chakra, the crown, and the crown. So see these 2 crowns here validate that multi-dimensional connection. It could also be like the dreams. It would be a reflection of dreams because that's where the information comes from your crown chakra. I also feel like for some of you, it would be all of you, but maybe you're not aware of it yet. So for some of you, you're aware of it. This interconnection to everything, like how everything is connected, like a giant web. I also feel like you're experiencing this expansion, and that could be where your anxiety is coming from, but I don't feel anxiety in the stomach. I feel it more in the head. Maybe it would come up as like overthinking or can't shutting your thoughts up. Not necessarily overthinking, just a lot of noise. It feels like just a lot of noise. And I feel like that's where your anxiety is. It's here. It's here. But you're on some deep, deep, deep healing. You may also be having physical issues going on right now. For some of you, I feel like, once again, it could be headache, sinuses, pressure in the head, but maybe it wouldn't be like a headache, just like this throbbing pressure. I guess you may perceive it as a headache, but it's not really a headache. I feel lower back and leg issues, especially, and this is like very specific, the right leg and the knee, the right knee, something with the right knee. When these intense energies come in, it makes us physically feel like shit. It really does. So we definitely feel it physically. We just feel tired. We feel beaten. Some people will have what they call the spiritual flu. They feel like they're getting sick. They're just drained, exhausted, achy. Just this could also be, some might be experiencing like tinnitus because my ears started buzzing. So someone, or maybe more than one of you, are experiencing some kind of tinnitus or ringing in the ears. Oh, wow, Amy. Well, there you go. I picked up your knee. I hope everything goes well with that. So back to the throat chakra. You really, really need to give yourself credit for how far you've come when it comes to expressing yourself, not just verbally, but physically, like self-expression, creatively, and that you're finding your truth. So you're following your heart, and as a result, people may be falling out of your life, but that's okay because they're just not vibing with you anymore. And everyone's tribe is coming together. So you may feel lonely or you may feel alone, but you're really not. And me personally, I've been feeling this loneliness on and off for a couple of months now, where I never really did. So it's interesting when other people tell me that they're feeling the same thing. So I don't know if any of you have been feeling this like loneliness or just feeling alone for the past couple of months, but that's what I feel like this truth quest is happening for deck number 1. Yeah, I know a lot of people who have been going to doctors for all kinds of tests and they're finding nothing wrong with them. It's really, I know I keep saying it's the energy. It's mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, we are healing. So our third dimensional body was not used to such high energies. So since 2012, these intense energies have been gradually coming in to gradually acclimate us to these energies. And it's just that they're getting very, very strong now. And we're feeling it. We're feeling it physically. But believe it or not, even though you feel like you're falling apart, it's actually healing. I had a tumor on my lymph node that I named Merle on my neck for like 25 years. No, I didn't get it removed. Yes, they wanted to do it. If it was bad, after 25 years, I wouldn't be here. So let's not go down that road. Anyway, Merle would act up when it rained. It would get like really, really inflamed. And you could literally see a ball coming out of my neck. I think it was not even a year ago. One day I realized I'm rubbing my neck. Merle's not there anymore. Merle is gone. And this thing would get inflamed when it rained, when there was change in the barometric pressure, if I was stressed, it and it would press on a nerve and give me massive headache. It was so painful when it was inflamed. And it was always there. I always felt this big ball there, whether it was inflamed or not. It literally, Marianne's laughing because she is the godmother of Merle. And then one day Merle just left. Didn't even say goodbye. After like over 25 years, I've had this thing, you know, I wanted to put teeth on it for Halloween and shit. And it just literally disappeared. So that's the kind of healing that we are going through. It may feel like you're getting worse or you're falling apart, but I do believe from personal experience, there is intense healing of our physical body, activation of our dormant DNA. There's a lot of stuff going on right now. So hang in there. And as for like Tom feeling very alone, we did a meditation. I wish I could find it because it was a really cool meditation where we were focusing on things that we love. The sunset, the smell of the rain, like whatever it is. When you feel lonely or alone, focus on the little things that make you happy. A rainbow in the sky. And just keep saying to yourself, I love the rainbows when there's rainbows in the sky. I love the smell of sweetgrass. I love the way it feels when there is a massive thunderstorm. And just go through all the things that you really, really love. The little things, the little things. And what will happen, it will transmute your energy and you will feel this oneness. And you will not feel alone, especially in that moment as you're going through all the things that you love. So let's continue with deck number one. So deck number one, either you are moving. I feel like some of you may be moving by the end of the year or by the beginning of next year. Yeah, I just see Facebook user. So I'm sorry, guys, if I don't know your name because you just come up as Facebook user and I don't know why. But hi, Facebook user. So I feel like by the beginning of next year at the latest, you'll be moving or you are in the process of moving or thinking about moving. There is, and it feels like a significant move. It feels like either you're moving to another country, another state. It's like a big move. That was the moving card. Sorry. Normally, oh, hi, Lynn. Lynn Antarctica. Sacrifice, solitude, and balance. Tom, I don't remember what deck you picked, but the solitude and sacrifice is this, and this isn't just directed at Tom. This is everyone, obviously, with deck number one. That's where you may be feeling lonely and alone or separated in some way, like some form of abandonment. So I would look into any abandonment issues that you may have created as a child, as a teenager, at any time in your life, because this feels like abandonment, that you've isolated and withdrew yourself from a lot of people, like society, just everything. Almost, I'm getting the feeling of like a crab that goes in a shell and just hide. Like I feel like you were hiding from everyone. Hi, Suzanne. You're hiding from everyone. However, this gave you the opportunity, believe it or not, to heal. So now you can come out of that shell that you're in. And it's not that you have to force yourself, because maybe right now you're just not feeling it. Right now you're just not feeling like you want to socialize, you want to do anything, which is fine. What will happen within the next few weeks is you're going to get this burst of energy, this motivation, this inspiration. Something is going to shift within you that is going to make you want to go out and do things, experience something new, or do something that you haven't done in a long time that you love. So you don't have to force yourself to do anything. Allow yourself to just be. Let your body tell you what it needs. If you're tired, sleep, rest. If you feel like, maybe you're in a little bit of a depression, Just don't get caught in the cycle of depression, but you're allowed to feel sad. You're allowed. After a couple of days, if you're still in that, I would highly suggest that you talk to someone that you trust, whether a professional or a friend or something. You don't want to get stuck in the loop, because depression is getting stuck in the past and anxiety is getting trapped in the future. And you don't want to get stuck in either one of those. So you're allowed to feel whatever it is that you feel. Give yourself time to feel it, experience, and move through it. And then you'll see how everything will start to shift and change, because you have the balance card. So you're coming into this different energy, and I feel like the deck number one, you've been in, as most people have been in, some kind of crappy energy for a while. I almost want to say like maybe 2 years. The past 2-3 years weren't very nice to us, but it was very healing, and it is still very healing. You have trustworthy friends, peace, and harmony. So the peace and harmony goes back to the balance, and this is Archangel Rigel. Thank you, Rigel, for surrounding my life in a harmonious light. I also feel like this card makes me feel like that someone who has passed is watching over you, and maybe you think that like you're not trusting yourself. This person may come to your mind. This person may come in the form of a dream, or maybe you smell something that reminds you of this person. There is someone around you that is protecting you and kind of like embracing you in this love light energy, because they know that you're feeling this loneliness. And Tom, yeah, that could exactly be your nightmares too. So I would explore your nightmares as well, how that goes with the abandonment issues. Trustworthy friends. So back to the isolation that you've been in, withdrawing. Maybe there's a lot of people that kind of fell out of your life. Maybe you have trust issues when it comes to relationships, whether it's romantic or friendships or even family relationships. That is changing, because there is your tribe around you. There are people around you that are willing and ready to help you in any way that you need, even if it's just to talk, even if it's for resources, whatever it is. There are people around you that you can trust. So if you have trust issues, I would recommend working through those, seeing where they're coming from, because there are people around you that are very trustworthy, and you're not giving them the chance because you're holding on to the belief that you can't trust anyone. So a lot of healing going on, a lot of healing. Let's see what your angel cards say. A personal issue reaches resolution. And this is your healing. This is all your healing. Show the world the real you. This is you coming out of your shell. Step out of your comfort zone. Once again, you coming out of your shell. And maybe you're going to be invited to something, or maybe someone's going to suggest something, and there's a part of you that is just so stuck in this like blah energy. You're going to be like, no, I don't feel like going. But then something inside of you is going to be like, maybe I should go. Go, because that is going to give you the opportunity to step out of your comfort zone, and it's going to bring you a shit ton of opportunities that you didn't even realize were around you. So there's something about an unexpected invite, or going somewhere unexpected, You might feel like you don't want to go, but something inside of you kind of like nudges you to go. Go. Prosperity lies ahead. So I do feel like this money thing has something to do with the opportunity that you will encounter when you do something just a little bit uncomfortable. Trust. We already went through that. And then opportunity. So there's your validation. And definitely trust the opportunity and trust the people. I'm not going to tell you to trust people. Let me rephrase that. Trust your intuition, the feeling you get, not in your head, but in your gut. Because if you're working through issues where you have a hard time trusting people, then you're just not going to trust anybody. You're just going to blow everyone off. If you trust your intuition, you know good, bad, right? Trust your intuition. Amble with contentment. There's the seahorses. And polite declaration. So the seahorses here, I feel like if you are not in a relationship, I feel like you may be meeting someone soon. The message on this card says, waiting rather than acting is going to be the most adventurous now. So remember I says, if you feel like, you know, this energy that you're in, don't force yourself out of it. Allow yourself to gradually come out of it. Just allow, because I feel like that there's something big coming to deck number one. Just go with it. Just surrender to whatever it is that you're feeling, that you're experiencing, and anything that comes up and you feel a nudge that maybe I should do it, but your body doesn't want to do it, or your mind is like, oh, I don't feel like getting dressed. You know, fight that and do it anyway, because there is something huge opening for you right now. You can move in whatever direction you need to accomplish your goals. It's time for you to get out there. Claim what is yours and stay in your power. And remember I says, like, I got the crab feeling, and there's the crab, right? So where's my affirmation cards? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot going on, but there's a lot of changes, and things are going to change quickly for you. And this funk that you've been in is, you're coming out of it. You're coming out of it. Try not to get trapped in it, because maybe you're getting, some of you may be getting used to it. Don't get used to it. Don't get used to it. Your affirmation is, I have the perfect living space. I see myself living in a wonderful place. It fulfills all my needs and desires. It's in a beautiful location and at a price I can afford. So this is the validation of you moving. So deck number one, I hope that resonated with you. Now we can like get deck number one out, so I know. And now we're going to move to deck number two. So this one is friendship. The energy of friendship supports our intrinsic desire for connection with others based on mutual affection and appreciation. I'm sorry, sometimes the print on these cards is so small. Oh, you're welcome, Facebook user. I'm going to say that that is Shelly, I think, because Shelly is the one that does that. Not sure. Facebook user. That's so weird that it comes up Facebook user. You would think it would come up as, so let's see what I'm feeling from the friendship card. Nothing really is coming through with the friendship card. So let's go to the, chakra cards. Ah, Shelly, I was right. You're welcome. Solar plexus. Solar plexus. Third eye. Third eye. Okay, so deck number 2. You are the definition of anxiety right now, because this is where usually anxiety is stored, in the stomach, because that is your power chakra. And you also have the self-esteem card. It's not that you have low self-worth, it's that you're healing the self-worth issues, the confidence issues. You're learning to transmute the old beliefs that you have when it comes to your self-worth and your self-esteem and who you really are. I do feel like something big is happening for you, whether it's a business or a promotion, or something big is happening for you. And it feels like that you're second guessing whether you can do it or not. Like, you know you could do it, but this self-esteem issue is kind of making you second guess it. Like, oh, can I really do it? Am I capable of doing it? Yeah, see, a lot of people feeling anxiety, right? That's so crazy. Still gonna blame the energy. That's my answer to everything. Drink a lot of water and sleep. That's my answer to everything. So back to your self-esteem and anxiety stuff that's going on right now. What's interesting is that this is like the confidence, and this is the coaching program that I created, one of them, which is turning anxiety and fear into confidence. And this is what I feel like deck number 2 is doing, is transmuting stress and anxiety into confidence. You don't have to know how you're doing it. Your inner healer, your higher self, knows what to do. Anxiety over retirement. But see, retirement is the end of something new and the beginning of something great. So it's giving you the opportunity to create something new, to do something that you want to do, because you have the visualization and the insight card. So this is the third eye. This is the ideas. So something you've been focusing on, something that you used to love to do as a child when you were younger, that you never had a chance to do. Yes, baby boo Grace, I agree. Sleep and water, the answer to everything. When in doubt, drink a bottle of water, take a nap. I also feel like deck number 2 is becoming more and more aware, very, very mindful, very mindful, very, very intuitive. You may be recognizing your manifestation power, even if it's a little thing, even if it's on a small scale. You're realizing that, wow, I manifested. Okay, how can I manifest something bigger? Thank you for being here. Blessings. How can I make it bigger? I also feel like you may be having a hard time focusing. Your mind may be scattering all over the place, whether it's a lot of ideas or it's a combination of ideas and self-doubt. There's a lot of chatter and noise going on in the mind. Of course, water and meditation. Water, meditation, and sleep. You have the visualization card. So if you have a hard time meditating, you can easily do visualization. It's just visualization, or how about this? This is simple. Get a candle, right? Light a candle and stare at the flame. And as soon as you recognize your mind is drifting and it's getting all noisy and chattery, you focus back on the flame. You just keep bringing your attention back to the flame. This is how you train your mind and not let your mind control you. Aw, thank you, Tara. I'm glad you were here. Thank you. So doing something like that will help you get out of your head. See, there's something big going on for you. There's some big either opportunity, like I said, whether it's business or work or something new, because you have partnerships, you have obstacles and challenges, mental conflict, which we covered, and the crown chakra, which is divine connection, right? So you're getting inspired, you're getting ideas, but you also have a lot of chatter going on in your mind. Find something, whatever it is that feels right to you, because you have to make this a part of your life. Don't force yourself to meditate if you don't like to meditate. You're not going to do it, right? So why bother? But find something that you enjoy doing. It could be a mindful walk. Take a 5-minute walk and just focus on your feet as it touches the ground, as the air touches your skin, the smell, the sound. Bring your attention very, very mindful to the moment that you're in and out of your head. Because if you can quiet the chatter in your mind, you're getting such divine information coming through. It's just that you can't hear it, and your self-doubt and insecurities is kind of playing a role in it too. So something big is changing for you, something very, very exciting, something really big. And even I don't know if your name or you just came a Facebook user about retirement. It's you starting something new, something that you love, something that you've always wanted to do. This is a really exciting time for everyone, but especially deck number 2, because I feel a lot of excitement and something really, really big. And it's bigger than you think. It's not something simple. Even if you think, oh, I'm going to turn a hobby into a business, and it's something small, something big is going to come from it. Your commitment is being tested. Confidence is your key to success. What do you need to release? And you are good enough. That kind of validates the whole self-esteem things that we were discussing. So Archangel Raziel, there's so many archangels. Spiritual gifts. Here we go. His message is, thank you for helping me channel my gifts and talents. So he's actually, or however you see this particular archangel, they are helping you open your third eye, bring in this information, help you quiet your mind so you can receive this information. There's something very, very valuable coming through intuitively, and you're getting bits and pieces of it. Maybe start journaling. Maybe write all the chatter down in a journal and then see what comes up after you clear out all the chatter. There's something very, very big coming through for you that's leading you into something huge. Move your body. Thank you, angels, for motivating me to move my body and energy. So don't get stuck like a lump on a log. Every step counts. Diving to new depths and enjoying the journey. So this too is a validation of something big. Every step counts. There is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. That's this card. Enjoy the journey. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good but necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or the future, which is why I was feeling like mindful walk or some kind of flame meditation, something that you can control the chatter in your mind. Diving to new depths. There is a deeper meaning to what is happening. You might be looking at this from the surface and missing what's really going on. Take a moment to pause and breathe. Allow yourself to dive deeper into what you are feeling about your current situation. So everyone's going through some deep healing, and this is telling you to dive deeper. Allow yourself to feel. Just like what I said with deck number 1, whatever needs to come up, allow it. Don't suppress it. Don't push it down. Because what's going to happen is it's going to get worse. It's going to get more intense. It's going to get even more uncomfortable. And then you're going to get smacked in the head with a 2x4 from the universe, and you're going to be like, what the fuck? Just allow it to come up. It's not bad. If you feel that something is coming up that's bad, like for instance, let's say you feel like crying and you grew up in a household where crying was a sign of weakness, so you tend to hold back tears. You won't allow yourself to cry because it's a sign of weakness. So now you have to change that belief, transmute that energy. It's not a sign of weakness. It's very healing to cry. It takes a lot of courage to cry. So you have to redefine all these old beliefs that were created not even by you. They could have been passed on from generation to generation, and you just adapted to it. We don't know any better, but now we do. Now is the time for us to heal all the shit from ancestors, generation, our lifetimes, this lifetime, timelines, whatever it is. A lot of stuff we're clearing out. I really can't wait to see at the end where it leads us. You know, not that there's ever an ending, but where it actually takes us after all this healing as we evolve and expand. Because Okay, the whole deck fell out. I don't think the message is the whole deck here. Let's see what. Okay, there's definitely more than one. I am safe in the universe, and all life loves and supports me. And this one says, life created me to be fulfilled. I trust life, and life is always there at every turn. I am safe. Oh, look at that. Huh, that was weird. They were stuck together. So life supports me. I am safe. And this one, all of life supports me. Two different cards with a very similar message. I breathe in the fullness and richness of life. I observe with joy as life abundantly supports me and supplies me with more good than I can imagine. So life supports me. These two, the fact that they were stuck together and they came out for you. So if you feel like life is happening to you and not for you, or you don't feel safe, find an affirmation that resonates with you and repeat it. Make it your mantra. And your third affirmation is, I love the way they put these colors on these cards. I can't see shit. Now I go beyond other people's fears and limitations. It is my mind that creates my experiences. I am unlimited in my own ability to create the good in my life. So deck number 2, I hope that resonated with you. And I would suggest writing an affirmation. I write affirmations on my mirrors. Usually all my mirrors, bathroom, bedroom, wherever I see them. I would suggest you do the same thing. Whatever it is that you need the support, like life supports me or I am safe, I would definitely suggest putting affirmations around to remind you that you are safe and life loves and supports you. So now we are moving into deck number 3. And this is balance. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our 3-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality. And the number 12 stood out on this card, and the 1 and 2 is a 3. So 3 to me is community. So I feel like that your tribe is coming together. There are people around you, like you're getting the support that you need around you. That's just the feeling I got from it. Let's see your chakras. We have the heart chakra, the crown chakra, the root chakra, and sacral chakra. So we're going to start with the root chakra. This one is anger. I'm feeling resentment and fear. I'm also feeling lower back, like right above my butt, lower back, like the very, very lower back, lowest part of your back. That's where I'm feeling like really tight and achiness. So deck number 3 may be experiencing some kind of back issues because you're storing a lot of your fearful, anger, resentment energy in that space. A good way to clear out that energy is through grounding. Just visualize it. Observe the pain. Breathe into the pain. And as you exhale, push the pain down and feel the energy going down your legs and out through your feet into the earth. The earth will transmute it. When you breathe in perfect, loving, clearing energy, new, fresh energy. Breathe into that space. As you exhale, any pain, any tightness, and just keep doing it until it soothes. Because you need to get rid of some of this energy. Storing energy is what creates diseases. When we have too much stored energy in a specific chakra, the organs that are governed by that chakra will get diseased. So clear it out. Clear it out. You don't need it. Oh, you're welcome, Shelley. I am so happy that resonated with you. Okay, so now we have sacral chakra, pleasure. So deck number 3, I feel like it's, obviously you're holding on to some fear, some frustration, some anger, and it's keeping you from finding the pleasure. So I feel like this is childhood trauma, that maybe things that you love to do, you were, something happened where you were told you aren't allowed to do it, you were made fun to that you did it, whatever it is, it just turns into anger and resentment. Maybe there was something you wanted to do as a kid. Maybe you wanted to be a dancer. Maybe you wanted to be in the Olympics, and you never had the opportunity because everybody made fun of you. It's a pipe dream, and you feel like you missed out on it, and now you have this resentment. That's just an example. I'm not saying that you want to be in the Olympics, but I feel like that there is something that is standing in the way of you discovering what makes you happy, your own pleasure. And it's coming from some kind of childhood trauma. So what I would ask myself is, what is standing in the way of me being happy? What is standing in the way of me finding pleasure, being happy, like whatever it is? Ask yourself what is standing in the way, and wait and write it down. Whatever comes up, write it down, and just keep writing until you can't write no more. And you will be amazed what comes up. Oh, wow, Tom. Yeah, that's what it feels like, the spinal stenosis. I have that. But that's not, that's not why I'm feeling it. Usually when I connect to someone or something, I feel it in my own body. So then we have the crown chakra. You have faith. And this is you questioning your spiritual beliefs. So maybe religious beliefs, maybe this guilt, anger, frustration, fear is coming from religious beliefs that were embedded in your mind, into your belief system. I do feel like it has something to do with organized religion, and you're on this spiritual path. So you're finding that what you were taught to believe on a spiritual level doesn't resonate with you anymore. And maybe you're feeling guilty about questioning that, or maybe you're angry that you feel like maybe you were lied to, or that there's so much more that you could have learned, and you put all this time and energy into these beliefs that don't even resonate with you. Whatever it is, you're on some amazing journey right now that is helping you discover who you are, who you truly are, why you are here, and clearing out old, and I mean old. This is like ancestral fears. This is fear that was passed down from your grandparents to your parents to you. This is old stuff that was passed down, old fears. Same thing with the religious, spiritual beliefs. It's old and nobody ever questions. We just pass it down. And you're in a place now where you're questioning everything. Compassion. So let me see how I can put this into words. The childhood trauma, instead of looking at it through painful eyes, look at it as it taught you compassion. Without it, you wouldn't be empathetic, you wouldn't be compassionate, you wouldn't be sensitive, you wouldn't be who you are if it wasn't for those experiences. And these are amazing qualities to have. You can't teach compassion. You have to experience it. And usually you experience compassion when you experience pain. Just like, when you've had a rough life and you experienced a lot of pain, you want to save everyone from that pain because you know what it feels like. You don't want to hurt their feelings because you know what it feels like to be hurt. That comes from experience. But then there's also that balance that has to be created there, because you can't be a doormat either. So let's see, we have emotional withdrawal, movement, choices and decisions, hope, prosperity begins, and firm foundation. So the firm foundation, these three cards have to do with the root chakra as well. That's why they're red. So you do have a stable foundation. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, even physically, you have a strong foundation. I do feel like you're at a crossroad and there is a decision that needs to be made. Don't make the decision that is comfortable. Don't make the decision that is easy. You have to make the decision that will transform you to the next level. And that's going to be uncomfortable. But it is going to lead you to either moving or changing something, and definitely coming into money. I feel like there is a lot of money coming your way, but it's on the other side of this fear. So you have to be uncomfortable first and make that uncomfortable choice, and you will reap the rewards. Doing what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always gotten, right? Do something different. And doing something different is always unknown. It's always scary. It's always uncomfortable. However, we don't know what holds on the other side of that because we never did it. Feeling it, everything needs to be. Oh, wow, Miranda. But crossroad. Don't take the easy route. You didn't come this far just to come this far. Remember that. You didn't come this far. You're not the same person you were 10 years ago, a year ago, even yesterday. You're not the same person. Every day we grow, every day we learn, every day we expand. We're never, ever the same. We're energy. Energy isn't static. It's fluid. It's constantly moving. It's constantly changing. So you are not the same person. Do not be afraid to go into the unknown, because in the unknown holds prosperity, holds what you're looking for. And if you look at this tree, it has like something at the end of it, and that's like your foundation. So you have everything you need. All you have to do is be open to embrace it. And it's going to take a little courage. You're going to need a little courage to take the, oh God, what's that saying? Forget it. Totally went out of my mind. And it keeps nagging me too, right? Definitely, yes, Miranda, definitely a healing, intense healing. I mean, every deck has intense healing. So the miracle of nature. Thank you, angels, for helping me reconnect through nature and fresh air. So if you haven't been connecting to nature lately, maybe that's what you need to ground yourself, to release this energy, that this stagnant stuff that you've been holding on to. In the root chakra, nature is very, very cleansing. Inner power, the divine father. Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. And then you have new beginning. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. So there is something really, I feel like everyone's reading, every deck has something big coming in. There's big changes going on. Big, big, big changes. But in order to get to those big changes, we got to go through this like rough, challenging clusterfuck to get to the other side of it, because we need to clear out what doesn't belong to us anymore. Clear out beliefs that we don't believe anymore. Or maybe we never did. We were just conditioned to believe them. I mean, look at today. There are a lot of people out there that don't even know why they're saying the things they're saying, or why they're believing the things they're believing, because they don't even question it. They're like a duck. They just are told to think this, and they don't question it. They're like, okay, that's not you. You're questioning everything. You're evolving, you're growing, and big, big changes are coming your way. Okay, so your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, exactly, Miranda. Learn some lessons and, oh, see, look, I forgot. I could do this. See, I could put, I forgot. Balance spirituality and practicality. A win-win outcome is forecast. Hold your vision, and your hard work is paying off. So there's your validation that something big is happening for you. Something big is changing. The very reason you decided to come to this planet during this time, for whatever it is that we are meant to do here, is coming into fruition for you. You're going to see it. You have remain positive, and yes. So whatever it was that you were thinking and you needed like a validation of yes, there it is. Breakthrough to new dimensions. A new endeavor is on the horizon. Innovative energy wants to burst forth into your consciousness. See, we cover that. That's another validation. Facing your fears. There's your root chakra shit. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. These fish are so beautiful. When I had a saltwater tank, I had these fish. They are so beautiful. Unexplained wonder. Magical blessings and miracles are occurring in your life. All your prayers are answered now. So this is like a shit ton of validations. Safe and surrounded by love. Keep your heart open and know you are being protected. Listen to what you know to be true and allow yourself to see and understand what's going on around you. So those are your validations, big validations. Now let's see what your affirmations are. And hopefully it's not the whole deck again. Oh, okay, so you got like 4. I am at peace with my sexuality. I rejoice in my sexuality and in my own body. My body is perfect for me in this lifetime. I embrace myself with love and compassion. There's the compassion again. I am willing to let go. Oh, God. All right, I got to read it this way. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is meaningful to me. Sometimes it's very hard to read. I forgive myself. So all these affirmations really resonate with the root chakra, just so you know. As I forgive myself, I leave behind all feelings of not being good enough, and I am free to love myself. I am free to love myself. I forgive myself. I accept my uniqueness. There is no competition and no comparison. For me, we are all different and meant to be that way. I am special and wonderful. I love myself. So deck number 3, I would definitely write some of these affirmations on mirrors or wherever, because those are all root chakra affirmations. I'm just going to read Miranda. I can feel the awakening of a shift within. It's scary stepping into the unknown, but I'm ready to embrace my gifts and step into my power. Awesome. Thank you so much. Huge validation. And this definitely, deck number 3 was definitely a huge validation for whatever it is that I think all the decks were a validation, but I'm just feeling very strongly like deck number 3, you might still be feeling shitty, but you're coming out of something and you know something, like Miranda said, you feel this awakening shift coming on. So you're aware of it and you're ready. So deck number 3, I hope that resonated with all of you. I want to thank all of you for joining me tonight. I'm really excited. I got to play with my StreamYard, right? StreamYard, StreamYard. And that everyone was able to join, whether it was YouTube or in the Facebook group. I know I haven't been active in the Facebook group, so I really didn't expect many people to kind of join, but little by little, I will be sharing all the changes that I'm in the process of making. I will be doing more videos that will share things that I will be doing in my coaching programs. So I want to give you guys the tools that you need to heal, to grow, expand, to be confident, to step into your power. I mean, that's why we're here. We're here to help each other, support each other. We're here to unite, not separate and divide. So I thank you all for joining me tonight. Go set your intentions on this beautiful new moon night. And I wish you an abundance of love and light. And I will see you very soon. Stay tuned. We'll be doing a meditation very soon. And I'll see how else I can play with StreamYard. I love you guys. Good night. I will see you very soon.